We're talking to Betsy LaRusso from Foxborough, Massachusetts, who just testified before the Transportation Committee on the issue of testing for senior drivers. Would you mind sharing your story with our listeners at 96.9?
Yes, back in 1986, my father, John Hunt, was killed in a front-end collision on Route 95 in Mansfield. An elderly driver in his 80s was driving the wrong way in the high-speed lane and collided with my dad.
He was actually going the wrong way in the lane.
Yes, this gentleman was driving southbound for at least 10 miles, at least from Norwood, Mass. People were citing, and it was before cell phones, and people were pulling off the highway, finding a payphone, and calling 911 to alert the police. And unfortunately, he wasn't stopped until he crashed into my dad.
How old was the driver?
I'm not sure exactly, but he was in his 80s, and the autopsy revealed that he had Alzheimer's disease.
And that was back in 1986, right?
That's correct.
And you were telling me earlier that you've been talking about these issues to lawmakers, politicians, since 1986.
Yes, and I gave up for a while, but the recent accident of the Patel's daughter in Stoughton renewed my courage to get back and try to do something.
You know, there are a lot of political forces at work. You were commenting earlier about them and people now wanting to upset voters who happen to be older. If you could look in the camera, and what would you say to every legislator who watches this about how they should make the right decision?
I tell you to do the right thing. Consider the safety of all citizens and not just the powerful lobbyists and the people who have money to come to the State House and urge you to vote for what they want, but do the right thing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It was great to meet you. I'm so sorry for your...